This tutorial is all about negative squares and negative square roots. They look like this. People get very confused when it comes to these, so let's talk about how to work with these. Really, you need to pay attention to what's inside the parentheses. Here you notice you have -5 times -5, both in parentheses. Well, negative times a negative is a positive, 25. You can rewrite that as -5 squared. You're going to get the same answer. -5 times -5 is a positive 25, but that's different from this. -5 squared, you keep that negative. The 5 is in parentheses, that gets squared, it's 25. You end up with -25. Here's why that is. Look at a problem like this where it's 25 minus x squared. Whatever x is going to be replaced with 2. Put that in parentheses. You keep that negative sign. 25 minus 2 squared is 25 minus 4. That's 21. Let's try another one. Again, we're going to plug in a -2 for the x. Put that into parentheses to remind yourself that you square what's in parentheses. -2 times -2 is going to give you a positive 4. Add that to 10 and you get 14. Let's try another one. 5 minus x squared. We're going to keep 5 minus. We're going to substitute in -3 for x. We'll put that into parentheses and we're only going to square that. We do not change it to a positive here. Okay, we've got to remind ourselves of what the order of operations needs to be. We're going to do the exponent first. So, -3 times -3 is positive 9. Now, we're going to do subtraction. 5 minus 9 is -4. Always keep that in mind. Let's now look at the negative square roots. What if you have a negative square root of 4? Well, again, we're going to keep that negative, and we're only going to square root what's under the radical sign, so it'll be -2. Let's see why that is. You have 20 minus square root of 36. 20 minus square root of 36 is 20 minus 6, that's 14. These are all going to be the same thing. You just keep that negative sign. The minus sign stays. It's -3, -10, and it's going to be -7. No big deal. But what about square roots of negative numbers when the negative is underneath the radical sign? Well, let's try a number, maybe -2. Well, no, because -2 times -2 is going to give you positive 4. You're not going to be able to find a negative number when you square something. The truth is there is no real root. Real numbers have to be on the number line, and there's no number on the number line that is the square root of a negative number. It's imaginary. That's going to be an imaginary number every time. No real root there. So let's go back and see how to do these. Let's look at some examples. We have 5 plus 9 is 14. 5 minus 9 is -4, and 5 minus 3 is 2. See, we're keeping the 5 plus and the 5 minus. Now let me show you that again. Let's slow this down. It's 5 plus, and then in parentheses, a -3. Well, you square that, it's 9. We're keeping the 5 plus. We're keeping the 5 minus. Those parts are done first. You either square it or square root it first, then you do the addition or subtraction. Always keep that in mind. So I hope you picked up the basics of how to deal with these kinds of problems. They give a lot of people trouble.